Good afternoon and welcome to Open Mic.
All right, here we go. This is called When the Deal Goes Down. 1, 2. You don't have to lie for me, cry for me, or die for me. You don't have to fall down on the ground. You don't have to raise the dead. Give me wine or give me bread. Just tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. Tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. You don't have to reach for me, pray to me, or preach to me. You don't have to make a single sound. You don't have to give me breath, give me life, or give me death. Just tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. Tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. Oh. In the day or in the night, you don't have to wear no heavenly crown. You don't have to save my soul, walk on the water, walk on hot coals. Tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. Tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down. When the deal goes down. When the deal goes down, down, down. Tell me you'll be there when the deal goes down.
David Olney, When the Deal Goes Down. This is KGPR Great Falls Beebs hosting Open Mic this day. And David, nice song.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Is that off the new album?
Yeah, that's the name of the new recording. It's called When the Deal Goes Down. And that song itself is an older song of mine that came about when I got hit by a car and I was angry. At the very least, I was upset. And I thought I would write something, which I had to write left-handed, by the way, because I smashed up my wrist, on my right wrist. Anyway, I wrote this song as kind of I thought God may appreciate some advice on how to on how to run the universe.
Uh-huh.
At least as far as how to deal with drunk people who are going to hit me.
And with your right hand being hurt, that kind of slows down your guitar playing.
Well, I had to just make it up in my head. I mean, it's a pretty simple tune. I mean, it's not like it was hard to remember, but the main thing was I'm writing the lyrics down on my left hand. It looked like, some kind of idiot had done it. And maybe some kind of idiot did do it.
So when did the album, when did it come about?
We just finished it. It's only been out for a week. That's why I'm up First,
Wow. You're
make
promoting in
a
Montana?
recording. You know, everybody knows you have to go to Montana first.
Yeah. That's
It's the pulse of the universe
That's
out
the
here.
rule of the showbiz.
Yeah.
So you start off in Kalispell.
Yeah, I got off the plane. I get one of these, itineraries, and I feel like it's Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, good morning, Mr. Olney.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to accept, you will be going to Montana.
And it always cracks me up when they book a group in Montana. They'll send them to Kalispell, to Billings, up to Havre, down to, they never put it kind of in a straight line. You're all over everywhere.
But life doesn't happen in a straight line.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, this guy that I play with, Sergio Webb, he's kind of legendary out here among certain circles. He played with this guy, Pino Bennett, for years, and he knows all the places in Montana.
So he's going to be with you?
Idaho. Yeah, he's going to, not tomorrow night or whenever this...
Thursday night.
Not tonight, but in the upcoming gigs. He'll be out and we'll make a lot of noise. He's like unbelievable guitar player.
So I should say July 17th, Thursday, 7:30, Machinery Row. Going to be on the patio.
Yeah.
If the weather's nice, which it will be.
Yeah.
If not, inside. And reasonably priced, $12 and $15, 15 day of the concert. So
I'm quite happy with the price.
Yeah. Well, so should the people of Great Falls. That's a good deal. So have you ever played Machinery Row before?
No.
Have you played Great Falls?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I can't remember the names of the places we played. They just kind of fade into the the background.
And we were talking earlier. You were cruising down from Kalispell.
Yeah.
And pretty drive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm kind of compulsive about getting to places on time, and to the point where I forgot which day I was supposed to leave the motel. So I left yesterday. I drove most of the way down, and then realized that I was a day early, and I had to drive all the way back. But driving around Montana is not one of the most unpleasant things you can do.
Especially anywhere around Kalispell. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So how long have you been doing this?
Oh, it's getting on to 40 years, I guess, more, 45 years.
Has it been a good gig?
It beats work.
Yeah. Beats digging a ditch?
Well, I don't know. That's kind of hard on ditch diggers, but that was my mom's threat about it. Work hard in school or you might be a ditch digger. What's the matter with being a ditch digger?
Yeah.
But, it's not been, it's had its ups and downs. It's been frustrating in a lot of ways. But getting up in front of people and playing songs that you made up it's unbelievable. And, I'll be playing some basically kind of nasty gig, and some doctor or lawyer will come up and go, I've always wanted to do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize that, if you take money out of the equation, I'm the king of the world.
So is that kind of where you're the most comfortable on stage?
Yes. I'm not completely happy with that, but yeah, that's my world up there. And I got a, wife, and we raised 2 kids. It's kind of weird to me that I'd be more comfortable on stage, kind of making loud noises, than I would be being at home. But I think that's kind of, I love them very much, and I would not. It's difficult to talk about even. I'll be at home sometimes and thinking, damn, I wish I had a gig. And I feel like it's a bit unfair to my wife.
Where is home?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. So you could probably, if you had to, talk to a bar owner and.
Well, it turns out Nashville is, inundated with musicians and songwriters. So the music scene, there's always someone playing. Yeah, you can always get a gig in Nashville, but you can't always get money.
Right.
For it.
Exactly.
And it can be hard to draw some people, because any given night there's just all kinds of singer-songwriters playing, especially in East Nashville now.
And you have some kind of connection with the Nashville TV show, don't you? Did you write a couple songs for them?
Oh yeah, I wrote a friend of mine and I, John Hadley, that I write a lot of songs with, wrote a song called "Postcard from Mexico" that was used by the Nashville TV show,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess they're gonna, use it again, which is great. That show gets a lot of attention.
Plus, you got to get a little bit of a paycheck every time
Yes.
they play it, I would think.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing, you want to do a second song?
Yeah. I was gonna do. This is a song that kind of put me on the map. Man, you should have seen me way back then. I could tell a tale, I could make it spin. I could tell you black was white, I could tell you day was night. Not only that, I could tell you why. Back then, I could really tell a lie. I'd hire a kid to say that he was lame. Then I'd touch him, and I'd make him walk again. Then I'd pull some magic trick. I'd pretend to heal the sick. I was taking everything they had to give. It wasn't all that bad a way to live. Well, I'm in this desert town, and it's hot as hell. But no one's buying what I've got to sell. I make my lame kid walk, I make a dumb guy talk. I'm preaching up a storm both night and day. Everyone just turns and walks away. I can see that I'm only wasting time. So I head across the road to drink some wine. This old man comes up to me and says, I've seen you on the street. You're pretty good, if I do say so myself. But the guy come through last month, he was something else. Instead of calling down fire from above, he just gets real quiet and talks about love. And I'll tell you something funny, he didn't want nobody's money. I'm not exactly sure what this all means, but it's the damnedest thing, I swear, I've ever seen. Well, since that time, every town's the same. I can't make a dime, I don't know why I came. I decide I'll go and find him, and find out who's behind him. He's got everyone convinced that he's for real. Well, I figure we can work some kind of deal. He offers me a job, and I say fine. He says I'll get paid off on down the line. Well, I guess I'll string along, don't see how too much could go wrong. As long as he pays my way, I guess I'll follow. We're heading for Jerusalem tomorrow.
Man, sometimes I can't believe I get to do this. That was wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
How was that? You said that was a turning point in your career.
Emmylou Harris recorded that. And I'd been in Nashville for about almost 20 years. And I just kind of written it off, the possibility of getting that kind of cut. And then she did it, and it was kind of living proof that someone other than myself liked what I was doing. And it was among, Emmylou has such a great reputation among songwriters,
right,
and musicians and singers, whatever, that to get something recorded by her was just such a lift. It was great. And then later on, she and Linda Ronstadt did this song, 1917, and then Emmy did a Deeper Well on Wrecking Ball. She wrote some verses on that too. So, she's been really a lifesaver for me.
So do you kind of consider yourself more a songwriter than a musician, or in the business? Is that kind of the way that you're looked at?
I don't know how I'm looked at. I mean, I just do what I do. And, those kind of cuts are very rare, and you can't really count on them. They're just kind of lucky to me. Either you're worth it with or without those things, or you're not. And I like to think that I am worth it.
And so, plus, that's not on stage. I mean, that's not where you're home.
Yeah.
That's work when you have to write a song, probably.
None of it's work. None of it's... Writing a song is fun. I never... Every time I write one, I think, that's it. That's the end of it. And then, I write another song, and they're like little miracles that go on. So it's not like, there are people out there doing some amazing jobs, difficult jobs,
mm-hmm.
hard jobs, dangerous jobs. Writing a song isn't one of them. It's pretty much a lucky break to be able to do it.
Yeah, but still you're putting your heart into it for everybody to hear. That's not the easiest thing for some people to do.
Yeah, sometimes it points in what I laughingly refer to as my career. It was pretty bleak. And I would, be at a gig and I'd think, well, I'm not going to care about this. And I would maybe get drunk or something and, play the sets not caring. And that was just so unsatisfying. It's just easier and better to, no matter what goes on in the audience, to give the song the respect that you want it to have.
Speaking of songs, the management here wanted to hear Roll the Stone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So as we're talking, you got two kids?
Yeah.
How old would they be now?
24 and 21.
Oh, wow. So they're just out of college. I mean,
yeah, one of them is still in, one of them is just out. My son is just out, and my daughter is going to art school. So that's going to cost a bunch of money. So if you know, people out there, you don't really need to buy the recording. If you just feel like sending me money, it would really help out.
Yeah, anybody that's had to do the college tuition thing knows. So. All right, again, we're the 17th, which is Thursday night, 7:30, Machinery Row. Here we go. Roll the Stone.
Roll the Stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I don't want your help. I wanna do it alone. I'm gonna roll this stone. I'm going to the top, from the bottom to the top of the hill. I'm going to the top, from the bottom to the top of the hill. I'm going to the top, from the bottom of the hill, and I don't care if it gets me killed. I'm gonna roll this stone. Me and this mule gonna plow this cold hard ground, till me and this poor old mule both break down. I'm gonna dig a hole so deep I can't get out. I'm gonna dig a hole so deep I can't get out. I'm gonna hole so deep I can't get out. When I get to the bottom, I'm gonna jump and shout. Woo! I'm gonna roll this stone. Get up, you! Yeah. Yeah. Me and this mule gonna plow this cold hard ground, till me and this poor old mule, we both break down. I'm gonna dig a hole so deep I can't get out. I'm gonna dig a hole so deep I can't get out. I dig a hole so deep I can't get out. And when I get to the bottom, I'm gonna jump and shout. I'm gonna roll this
Should mention Root Boys is bringing you in. Root Boys production.
Yeah.
Good guys. And
Well,
we kind of call these fill up the gas tank type concerts, because people are traveling around and we're not the biggest cities, but it's sure nice to have live music.
I don't know. Over the past few years playing in Idaho and Utah and out here, you want to play to people that like it, and people really like music way out in West, and maybe it's because not as many acts come through. I don't know. That's hard to say because there's a lot of good music that comes from out here.
Yeah.
But there's no small cities.
Yeah.
There's no small gigs. It's all Carnegie Hall.
Would you call it country blues? What kind of genre would you fit in?
They call it the genre now is Americana. I used to be a folk singer. I think of it as being a loud folk singer, I guess, but Americana is as close as I can get. I mean, you can't really describe what you do. I mean, I can't describe the furniture in the office in my head.
Right.
Basically.
Well, it's sure wonderful. I like the spirit of it.
Thanks.
I mean, you got it. David Olney, they've got to be Thursday night, 7:30, Machinery Row, patio, if the weather's nice inside. If not, reasonably priced, $12.15 at the door. How about taking us out?
Yeah, sure. What did I say I was going to do here? Something in blue.
What about some contact information? Is there somebody wanted to get a hold of you?
DavidOlney.com. OLNEY.
And do you sell your CDs and all there?
I sell
also anywhere you can.
I sell dirty laundry.
I noticed you changed your hat from everything I've ever seen. Is that your summer style?
No, there's a place in Nashville called Hat Works. That's where I buy my hats, and this is a new one, and I thought I'd check it out on Montana.
All right.
Okay, so Something in Blue. This is a song by an Australian fellow, Bill Jackson. He wrote with his brother Ross. Ain't got no silver, ain't got no gold, just this lone dollar to hang on to your hold. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you. Ain't got no bullion, no treasure chest, just this lone dollar and a cold wind from the west. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. All blue. Blue looks good on you. Ain't got no rubies or diamonds to hold, just this wind, this rain, and this road. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. Blue. Blue looks good on you. I was born like the western wind, but your love changed everything. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. 'Cause blue looks good on you. Go out and buy something in blue. It's the only thing left to do. Ah, blue. Blue looks good on you.
David Olney, Olney.
Yep.
And I've got to be down at Machinery Row Thursday night, the 17th, 7:30. Thank you, sir. It was wonderful. My name is Beebs, inviting you to join us next Tuesday at 1:30 for Open Mic, our weekly program featuring local and not-so-local artists. If you would like to be a guest on Open Mic, send us your email at kgpr@gfcmsu.edu, or you may call us at 268-3739. Thank you for listening and supporting Montana Public Radio 89.9 FM, KGPR, Great Falls.